Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Soul Expansion Experience. I am your host, Jessica Galante, and wishing you all a beautiful day today. Oh my goodness, I'm hoping that you're all celebrating or that you are sinking into yourself or just really finding overall peace and calm in the present moment. You know, that's the way to really live in the journey, and I'm wishing that for you. So, on today's episode is all about ways to move forward in clarity. And that's connected to the present moment because it takes clarity to move forward in energy. And if you're on your healing journey, no matter where you are, or you're in your awakening and you are not sure of where to go, or not sure of how to move forward, or not sure of what choice to make, or you're feeling a little uncertain, then this episode is exactly for you, because I know exactly how you're feeling. And when you begin to heal and you begin to open up more room for light in your life, there's a new way to live. There's a new way to meet yourself every day, a new way to meet your day in a sense. It's as if every single morning you need to wake up and choose to meet the energy of the day face to face and stand firmly in the beautiful essence of your authentic presence and say, I choose to receive you today. I choose to understand what you have to teach me. I choose to use what I'm going to learn to move forward in my journey. And so that is the energy that's coming forward today with moving forward in clarity. Is how are you able to show up for yourself every single day and meet your energy, meet the energy of the day, and meet the energy of your experience? And what does that look like for you? So I hope you have a journal and a pen here and write down these questions, and an invitation for you to really tune into your soul and deepen into what showing up for yourself looks like. How does it feel? What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it taste like? And how are you able to meet the energy of your day as your authentic self? That's a little vision quest for you, a soul vision quest, and my blessings and love for you on that soul vision quest. Because the first part of walking forward in clarity is letting go of patterns. And I don't know if you are able to see this in your life yet, or feel this, or know this, or hear this. And I say those words, see, feel, hear, or know, because I want you to understand that you receive energy in a certain way, and it's beautiful. So understand that as you receive energy and information from your environment, that you are tapping into your intuitive gifting. And your intuitive gifting is an energetic receptor that you are born with to help you interpret your experience on earth so that you can move forward in clarity. And the beautiful part about tuning into your healing journey, because as you let go of patterns, you amplify your energy, your light, and that opens up new gifts, new talents. It could propel you into new careers, new businesses, new ways of expressing yourself, new ways of connecting with people. So that's a little side nugget on those words, see, feel, hear, or know. So tune in for a moment and just observe how you receive your information throughout this episode. And leave a comment or let me know if you can identify your gifts, because it's so magical when you do. So letting go of patterns. There may be times in your life where you observe deja vus, the same things happening. Perhaps they're the same conversations, the same energetic connections. Maybe you see the same dog walking by the road. Maybe you go to a coffee shop and you have the same exact conversation. Or maybe you're seeing the same person in 2 or 3 places where you go. Deja vu experiences, patterns. Maybe you find yourself in the same place every single month. Maybe you are experiencing a feeling every single month. Maybe you're finding yourself, in the same place in your career, in your work. And maybe you are having the same interactions with your friends. And I'm leaving these really general because I don't want to place, right, a projection or a pattern on these topics. But deja vu experiences happen in your life to bring awareness that there might be a pattern coming forward. And it's up to you to figure out that pattern, right? So you get to be a detective in your life. You get to learn how to use your gifts to interpret the energy that your environment is receiving you, to be a detective and solve the pattern, right? It's like solve the puzzle pieces and understand why that pattern is playing out in your life. And I'll give you a little carrot here. All of the patterns that are happening in your life were activated when you were a child. So if you tune into your inner child, you might be able to get some really big, significant information that will help you move forward to unravel the patterns so that you can bring in more room for light and then use that light to grow a new way of being. And that's the first way to move forward in clarity. And it takes a little bit to get going, but it's really, I call it fun because it's you're healing yourself and you're taking an active participant role. You're participating actively, right? Let me just stumble over my words. You're participating actively in your healing journey. And when you participate actively, that's when you are living in the present moment in clarity and you are moving forward. So I want to help you put those pieces together because when you are clear in energy, you move forward very, very, very quickly, often more quickly than you can imagine. The second way to help you move forward is to identify your self-talk. Tune into your self-talk, and is it positive or is it negative? Are you talking lovingly to yourself or hurtful to yourself? Are you operating off of stories that you've inherited from either the TV or from your parents or your friends or society or your work? Are you speaking your truth to yourself? And when you tune into your subconscious mind for a moment, because your subconscious mind is listening to every single word that you're speaking and doesn't know if it's true or false. So it takes everything literally. And often your subconscious mind is running the show without you even realizing it. So if you are speaking lovingly and kindly to yourself, then your brain and your subconscious mind are going to relate to your life in a loving and kind way. But if you are uncomfortable with your life, or if you're not speaking, truthfully to yourself, or if you're saying, oh, I don't like this about myself, or, if you have body image issues or things of that nature, then your subconscious mind is going to mirror that back to you, and you might feel uncomfortable in your life and uncomfortable in your body and not really sure of how to go. So the one beautiful factor here about your subconscious mind is that you get to change it. You can change it, and it is possible to change your entire life with your subconscious mind. It's linked back to the patterns, right? Because you have inherited these patterns and these stories from the time that you were born, and you inherit them in energy. So when you were born, you're a clean, beautiful, I like to say a bright ball of energy, right? You were clean and you were pure and you're pristine, and then you're in your parents' home, and then you are feeling their energy. You're in your grandparents' home and you're feeling their energy. And this is ancestral patterning. You are picking up the energy that is around you, and your subconscious mind is formulating the stories automatically without you even realizing it. And so it takes clarity and present moment living to be aware that this is happening in your life. And it takes a thoughtful, intentional movement to be able to shift those stories. So ways to shift to connect and move forward in clarity, manifestation work, really tuning into your soul, connecting in with your soul voice, and having a conversation with how do you wish to show up in the world, and how do you want your life to be? What painting are you going to create on your blank canvas? If you could erase everything in your life right now, what would you put in it? Who would be there? Where would you live? What would it look like? What would be in your home? What would your work look like? How would you interact with others? What would you do every single day? Lots and lots of questions for you here, because manifestation work needs visioning, right? So when you vision with how you receive your information, whether see, feel, think, or know, then that's how you begin to bring in your clarity. That's how you begin to bring in your pathway forward. And that is how you begin to open up this beautiful link between healing and awakening, between your subconscious mind and your soul, between your connection to your energy field and understanding that you might be running stories that you inherited that are not even yours. And remember, you can always ask your inner child what she thinks, what he thinks, what they think, what they experienced, because they were there with you when you were little, and they remember when you started running the story. So always ask them. They're always there for you. The fourth way is a combination of spiritual practices, ways to expand your mind, expand your soul, expand your body. And these could be meditation, connecting with your spirit guides, divination work, moon magic, connecting with crystals, tea ceremonies, really anything that is coming forward for you to practice self-care, to cultivate inner stillness. And spiritual practices help you create that silence that is so necessary for clarity. Because when you have that silence within your soul, within your body, within your energy, your entire life begins to clear. You begin to see who you are as your authentic self. You begin to see the patterns playing out before you. You begin to see how to move forward. And so it takes this beautiful process of learning what resonates most for you to cultivate that stillness. It could be going for a bike ride, going to a coffee shop, going on a drive, creating a beautiful circle with friends. Any way that resonates with you to create that stillness will work. But stillness is the fourth way, and it is your way to connect with spirit, with the oneness, with the universe, with God, with source, with the earth. Because when you connect to the energy around you, you begin to expand your life in a way that you are able to receive information clearly. And when you receive information clearly, that's when you really begin to see exactly where you are and why you are where you are. The best part is, remember, you get to change everything. You can change everything. All you need to do is show up, be a detective, be willing to create this beautiful experience for yourself by choosing to show up for yourself and meeting the energy of your day. And that's when you get to go on a journey. That's when you get to really connect with yourself. That's when you get to really show yourself the greatest form of self-love by giving yourself an opportunity to fully express your authentic self, by letting go of all those stories that are not even yours, and recreating your life, infusing with the new energy that you are bringing forward, the light, that comes forth when you heal. You get to create your new life on a blank canvas. So, who do you wish to be, and who are you? Those are some beautiful questions that come along on this quest for awakening, because you get to choose who you wish to be, and you get to choose how you wish to show up for yourself. Because remember, you are the only one that can do this work for you. And I'm completely in your corner. I am here with you. I am cheering you on, because it is possible. I know, because I have lived every single moment of this journey. And it is the most difficult, but it is the most rewarding, because that moment when you get to look at your life and you have recreated everything with your intention is the moment that you really begin to understand that your life experience is so much more than what you've been led to believe. And when you choose to create your own life, there is something that is so beautiful, because making the choice for yourself means that you are listening and connected to your soul. You're aligned with spirit, and you're the only one in your life that gets to experience this. And it's so profound. It's so sacred. It's so wonderful. So let's recap. To move forward in clarity, showing up for yourself and being a detective and unraveling the patterns that are before you, tuning into the deja vus. Number 2, take a look at your subconscious mind and ask yourself if the stories that you're running are yours. Can you change them? And you can. Number 3 is manifestation work. How are you creating your life, and what do you want your life to be like? Your possibilities are endless. And number 4, spiritual connection, cultivating stillness. Discovering practices that resonate most with you, that cultivate your inner stillness, will help you ground into your reality, live in the present moment, and figure out how to move forward in clarity. I'm wishing you all so much love on your journey. Enjoy the practices. Take some time to sink into your inner stillness and receive the messages in whichever way that your gifting is coming forward for you. And remember that everything that you're receiving is truth, because it is your truth. So feel it, know it, see it, hear it, own it, because it is yours. Wishing you all so much love. I'm going to drop some goodies in the chat, a free 20-minute call to connect with me, my website where all of my offerings are listed, and a beautiful free light medicine quiz to see what crystal is calling forward to come forward on your healing journey. So those will be in the show notes. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review and share this episode with a friend, because the more we share our love and light with others, the more the love and light will ripple out into the world. And so until next time, blessings and love. Namaste.